Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to hold a talk about how virtual reality is about to transform the travel industry. I'm having a future product, but already I have my technical hiccups. I can't use my laptop with all my presentation, so I will have to with my colleague Nemanja over here, who's going to show the slides for me, and it's going to show the interactive panoramas we are creating. Maybe before I start, my colleague Brice over here, he has one of these cardboard glasses, and on these cardboard glasses, there's a QR code where you can use your telephone, scan it, and you can put that phone into the front part, and then you can experience the VR. Just play a little bit with it. It's quite an amazing tour which we have on there. Can you show Indonesia? Indonesia and 360. Can you go to the start of it? Just press back. Yes, sorry, I haven't got my computer here. My colleague isn't. All right. So what is VR all about? Virtual reality is the term used to describe a three-dimensional generated environment which can be explored or interacted by a person. That person becomes part of the virtual or immersed within this environment. Oh, this thing doesn't work properly. They are able to manipulate objects or perform a series of actions. Like what you can see at the moment, he is in the virtual world. You can experience this with a tablet, with a computer, or with a pair of VR glasses. You can move 360 degrees around. You see the clock is turning 9 o'clock, it's getting busy. We have an event button to make it more interactive. It shows the events, or you have an interactive map, for instance, from where you can move around, and you could move into the next area. Once we're in the next area, we'll make it a little bit more alive. So the viewer or your prospective client who is exploring your hotel or your restaurant can actually experience it live. Go outside, Nemanja. Back to Main Street. Once you're back on the Main Street, you can move 360 degrees around. This is Bali, by the way. We have mapped parts of Bali from the air, which is quite a successful project. Can you go into Pasha, please? Pasha. Once you're inside, you can see the experience of arriving at the property. You have a menu on the top where you can see accommodation, main areas, and dining. Okay. Can you go to Oman, Nemanja? Yeah. So there are different kinds of VR. There's computer-generated VR, which is based on fiction or on real environments. CGI is mostly used in the gaming industry. Then there's 360 images based on real photography, which is a simulation of an existing location, as you can see over here, usually composed of a sequence of still images. It may also be used other multimedia elements, such as sound effects, music, narration, or text. And then there's a narrative 360 degrees videos, which is a video camera which films in all directions, or they are scanning camera devices. These are the main 4 types of VR at the moment. I would like to go into a different property, which is, it starts with an aerial tour in Al Jakba in Oman. And again, the viewer can experience it from a computer, from a tablet, from a VR glasses. And you could go, let's say, into Wine and Dine and see how the dining experience is. And it becomes almost real. From here, we could then go in and check out the accommodation. For instance, the 3-bedroom Royal Mountain View, where we have an interactive floor plan. Can you close the floor plan? You have an interactive floor plan. You have a VR button on the side. Can you show the VR button? From here, you could scan with your VR device and put it into your glasses, like some of you maybe do at the moment. Please close it. We can add video elements into the TV. Go to the TV. Up. Yeah. So it's where we can show other media in it, or we could also have it in a different language in case you don't speak any English. So it's a complete, fully interactive virtual tour. The VR technology has taken the world by storm in recent years and is about to transform many more industries. Gaming industry is the first one. Hospitality is the second largest one. VR provides value-added customer experience. There's this old phrase, it says, an image is 1,000 words, but on a VR, it tells you the whole story. A recent study found that 80% of people who experience VR to explore a destination felt transported into another world. VR content has a massive success, and VR headsets are now much more affordable than they used to be. It's became more like a consumer product, and there's new 360 cameras coming on the market. For instance, that little camera here costs $170, and I can create a 360 degrees image or a 360 degrees video. Mediums such as Facebook and YouTube started to allow 360 content on their platform, and most smartphones in these days can create 360 degrees images. That's so can you go to the presentation? Can you go on slide number 5? Yeah, that's slide. So this shows a little bit on what is happening. In 2016, the forecast for virtual reality had a size of $1 billion. And in 2025, it's about to raise to 48 billion. So you see it's touching all kind of markets and sequence. I would like to invite my co-speaker, Nedmina, who I've been working with on the Oman property. And I would like him to explain out of the view of a hotelier how we are placed in their daily marketing life.
Thank you, Max. As a hotel brand, Anantara, as you all know, we are a luxury brand. So from the time that the guests think about where to go, we are giving the maximum feeling to the guest. So that's why we started with Panomatics together to create in our website in a different way with the virtual reality to give the best experience before the guests arrive. So this is the Oman Al Jabal Akhdar website. So when you go there, you will see some visuals. Then the next, we are going to the 360 virtual tour, because it's very important to catch the guest. This is how we are catching the guest from 360. So when the guests see the real pictures and the real thing that they're going to experience, there's a higher percentage that the guests book with us and through brand.com without going to OTAs. So that's how we differentiate from other brands with going with virtual tour with the support of Panomatics. So this is how we change the virtual reality with the website. Then the next one is the offline subjects that we have. We have the offline files with us. The sales and marketing team always using them in their laptops, in iPads, mobiles, everywhere. So when they go for sales calls, hello, Mr. Agent, we are from Jabal Akhdar Hotel, so this is how we are. But when we show exactly the virtual 360 to the agents, they will have a better idea. So we have the option with Panomatics that we can have the offline files, which we can log without data, without any Wi-Fi. So it's very easy to us to explain to the agents and the guests how special we are. And the third thing is sharing. So if a guest wants to see that how the hotel is, how the rooms are, we're always happy to send the guest the offline files to see how our guest rooms are. Example, we have many room types in Anantaras. So if a guest asks how one-bedroom cliff pool villa is differentiate from one-bedroom Anantara cliff pool villa, so easy. We can send the virtual link or the offline files to the guest to understand very well. So that's how we are doing, working with VR as a brand. And yes, of course, at the end of the day, you will ask how successful you are. Yes, these are real-time stats. So we have increased the time spent in our website after we integrate VR to our website by 27%. And decreased bounce rate by 8%. And of course, increase in the page value by 52%. And this is not only Anantara. All the brands and hotels who are using currently VR are with us with these numbers. So it's a great experience as hoteliers to have VR in our websites all over, and it's, of course, with Panomatics. And I would like to thank Max to help us with all these reality to increase our business, and of course, the mutual understanding also. Thank you so much, Max.
Thank you. So what will change, or what is changing already, is that the user is using visual content to make informed decisions. And what is very important, or what we see, what is happening, there's a lot of portals starting. You all know Google Street View, which is an amazing platform to show 360 content. It's a mass product. There is Instagram and Facebook, where you can start posting 360 degrees images and videos, which get great responses by the users. And other portals, such as Expedia and others, are starting to implement 360 degrees VR content into their mediums. And you will see it more and more. Next slide. The future of VR, VR will become more and more mainstream. Growth of VR has become exponential. The VR software industry has risen from 129 million in 2015 to 2.5 billion in 2018. The entire VR industry is expected to grow to 48.5 billion by 2025. VR will provide prospective customers with the opportunity of a unique enhanced experience by changing the way travelers purchase trips. Therefore, the travel industry needs a turnaround, and the following is expected. More and more travel portals will provide VR content to their clients. Consumers will be more inclined to purchase a trip from a provider that uses VR content. The quality of VR content will greatly enhance over time. Consumers will search, book, and shop their holidays, flights, hotel rooms by selecting a seat and settle payment using VR, using their respective equipment comfortable from home. Therefore, more traditional ways of marketing and advertising and promotion will become obsolete. Bottom line is, VR technology maximizes customer engagement and enhances the customer-centric marketing methods. Enthusiasts can explore a destination before they go. They can go to places they would never be able to go normally. Small-scale players applicable to the travel and other industry hesitate to invest into that technology. And players who do invest, they are already leveraging on the VR technology, are earning huge profits and maximizing the returns of investment. The travel industry needs to embrace this technology completely to gain a competitive edge. VR advancements will continue to surprise, and possibilities of VR in the travel industry are endless. The early adopters' innovations can definitely have a competitive edge. So invest in a technology that transforms your business and increase your revenues. I'd like to show you another video which we have recently done, which is another way how you can teleport someone into a different environment. Can you play the video? That is a 360 degrees video, and it's an amazing tool to really almost dive into to that environment. So,
This is our next step for Anantara, that we are planning to go with Panomatics to do 360 videos for all our experiences, because Anantara is always care of guest experience. So it's very nice to do videos with them 360, because they're paying a lot, and before they come, they would like to see what is the experience that we are going to get. So it's very nice to have 360 videos in websites or in offline formats in YouTube, so we can give a better idea to the guest what you are going to book.
okay, thank you very much. Has anyone got any questions? No? Okay, thank you. Thanks.